Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. The topic for our today's lecture is Bai Murabha. Bai Murabha is one of the Islamic mode of financing through which we finance the sales activity of goods and services. Before defining and studying in depth the Bai Murabha, we review the various Islamic mode of financing. The Islamic mode of finances can be divided into three broad categories. These broad categories are partnership based Islamic modes of financing, trade based modes of Islamic modes of financing, rental based modes of Islamic modes of financing. All these categories has number of subcategories of Islamic modes of financing. Like the partnership based modes has further two types, Mudariba and Musharika, and we have already been studied the Musharika and Mudariba. The trade based modes of Islamic financing included Murahaba, Musawwama, Salam, Istisna, Bai Muajjal, and there are many more. Here we have studied the Bai Musawwama and Bai Salam, and the focus of our today's lecture will be Bai Murabha, and Bai Muajjal will be studied in the next lecture. The third Islamic mode of financing is rental based Islamic modes of financing. The rental based Islamic modes of financing has two broad subtypes. These subtypes are Ijara and diminishing Musharika. We will study in the next few lectures the Ijara and the diminishing Musharika. Our today's focus will be Murabaha. What is Murabaha? Murabaha basically is an Islamic mode of financing that is used to finance the sales activity. Like its name, Bai Murabha. Bai mean sales activity and Murahaba mean profit. So Bai Murabha is that sales activity in which seller sell the goods and commodity to the buyer on profit basis, and the seller clearly mention the cost of production of the commodity and his rate of profit and formula of profit that the seller is charging from the buyer. So buyer knows about all facts about the cost of production, about the rate of the profit, about the formula of the profit that has been used to charge him profit. The Murabha may be spot Murabha, mean that when a buyer pays the price plus profit at the spot when the goods is delivered, or it can be a deferred price Murabha when the buyer pays the price plus profit of the good in some future agreed date. The price may be paid in lump sum or in installment basis. Now we go into the details of Murabha. First of all, we define Murabha. The word Murabha has been derived from the Arabic word riba, which has literal meaning of profit. The murabaha can be denoted as sales agreement with profit. As we previously mentioned that buy mean sale and murabaha mean profit. So buy murabaha mean that sale agreement with profit. So we can define murahaba. Murahaba is a particular kind of sale where seller expressly mention the cost it has incurred on purchase of the asset or the production on the asset to be sold and sell it to the another person by adding some profit which is known to buyer. Mean that the seller in the buy murabha, the seller sell a commodity which he has produced to the buyer on the basis of cost plus price, cost plus profit, but the seller clearly mention the cost of the production of the good and the profit that he charged from the buyer. What are the various features of the murabaha? We go through the different feature of the murabaha. Previously, we stated that buy murabaha is a sale agreement which is based on cost plus profit. Mean that a seller sell a good to the buyer on the basis of charging some certain ratio of the profit, but all the cost of production and the rate of the profit must be known to the buyer, and the buyer must know the all the cost of the production and the rate of the profit. Now we coming toward the feature of the murabaha. Murabaha finance is not a loan given on interest. It is a sale of asset for cash or deferred prices. Murabaha is not a currency loan on profit contract, because the currency loan on profit is forbidden in Islam. Here Maraba finance involve any asset, commodity or good which is sold to the buyer on the basis of cash or deferred prices. Mean that the good can be sold at the spot where the payment is taken at the spot, and the deferred prices mean that the buyer repay the cost plus price after some agreed date in lump sum or in installments. Number two, it is the obligation of the seller to disclose the cost and profit to the buyer. Means that the seller must give all the information regarding the cost of the production of the commodity and the rate of the profit that he is going to charge from the buyer. Number three, Murahaba finance can only be used for the purchase of fresh assets only, or the fresh produced goods and services or commodities. Mean that the Murahaba contract will be invalid if it is agreed for the assets or commodities which has already been produced, like the old house. If old houses is sold on Marahaba contract, it will be invalid, like other the already has been produced assets and commodities. Number four, buyback agreement is prohibited in Murahaba. This means that Murahaba transaction cannot be executed for the asset already purchased by the customers. Mean that seller and buyer can do a murahaba contract, only one murahaba contract at one time for a specific commodity. Like seller cannot do a murahaba contract with the buyer that he is going to sell a particular commodity on specific price with specific profit, and the agreement is a spot agreement. While along with this, he also add that after 1 year, after 2 year, the seller will buy back that particular asset on the specific date with the specific price and so on and so forth. This is a buyback agreement, but the seller cannot do a buyback agreement. If the murahaba is like buyback agreement, it will be invalid, and it will be not according to Islamic rules. Number fifth, murahaba transaction can either be a cash, mean that spot payment of murahaba, where the payment of the sold commodity will be received by the seller at the spot, and it can also be a deferred payment murahaba, where the payment will be received after some period which is fixed during the sales agreement, in lump sum or in installment, or the combination of the spot payment or the deferred payments, where some of the money is paid to the seller in down payment, while the other part of the money of the price of the commodity will be paid on agreed date in lump sum or in installment. Number six, payment of the murahaba price can be made in lump sum or in installments, or a combination of both. Mean that all the payment can be made in installment, all the payment can be made lump sum, or some of the payment can be made lump sum and the other part of the payment in the installment. Right. Here is a difference between the bai murahaba and bai muajjal. In next lecture we will study about bai muajjal, where we say that it is an agreement, where the bai muajjal is an agreement where sellers sell a commodity or good and services to the buyer, right, on only deferred prices. The difference between the bai murabha and the bai muajjal is only that the good will be sold only on deferred prices. Moreover, the price, the cost of the production and the profit margin will also be not known to the buyer. This is the basic difference between the murabaha and the bai muajjal. The seventh feature of the bai murabaha is it is a fixed price sale, and normally it done for short run. Mean that whenever the price is fixed during the period of the contract, the price will remain fixed, it will not change. And by murahaba usually agreed for a short run period, and in here we can define a short run period, the period within 1 year or period less than 12 months. Number 8, the Murahaba finance can be used to meet the working capital requirement. However, it cannot be used to meet the liquidity requirement. What is the working capital requirement? I mean that to purchase the necessary raw material and energy needs of the running the business, like for one business cycle, like for 10 days, like for 5 days, like for 15 days, but it cannot be used for long run liquidity requirement of the firm. It can only be used for the short run. Now we comes towards the conditions of the murabaha. What are the basic conditions of the murabaha? Number one, the thing sold must be a commodity, good, or any article, but it not currency. The first condition of the murahaba is that the thing that is being sold in the murahaba contract must be a good, commodity, or article, and this article must be fresh manufactured, like the old or already produced goods and commodities cannot be sold under the murahaba conditions or murahaba agreement. And also the currency cannot be sold in marahaba on the basis of profit, which will be dealt in the category of interest. Number two, the second condition of the marahaba, increase or profit in the sale and purchase of currency is interest, which is unlawful, right? The sale and purchase of currency on the basis of profit is unlawful in Islamic finance, and it will be dealt in the category of interest. Number three, The thing sold must be property of the seller. The, the thing that seller is going to sell to the buyer in the Murahaba agreement must be the property of the seller. The seller cannot sell the property of another person, and that will not be a Murahaba agreement. Number 4, condition number 4. The seller must disclose to the buyer the rate or formula by which he has fixed his profit. Mean that the seller must disclose clearly. The seller must disclose clearly to the buyer the cost of the production of the commodity as well as the rate of the profit that he is going to charge from the buyer. Number 5, the price of the good must be stated in currency. Right? Why it is necessary condition? Because if the seller doesn't know the precise cost of production of his commodity, then the buyer may suspect that the good came into the possession of the seller by any dishonest mean. Right? That is the cost of the production must be necessarily stated in term of currency. Number 6, in Marahaba, the seller can include in the price all expenses he has incurred in manufacturing, purchasing, or processing of the good. Mean that whatever the cost he has incurred during the manufacturing, processing, transportation, procurement must be included in the total cost. 7. The seller having added all the expenses to the price will tell the buyer. Of course, the all the cost of the production, all the ingredient of the cost of production must be conveyed to the buyer. Number 8. In Bai Murabha, if buyer learns that he has been cheated, according to Imam Abu Hanifa, he has the right to take that thing at full price or return it. But if before it has been returned and the good is wasted or damaged, the buyer should pay full price. Mean that if after purchasing the any commodity, the buyer uh, identify that he has been cheated by the seller, he can return the commodity and can take back his money, and he can keep the commodity and will pay the full amount. If the buyer has damaged or wasted the commodity, then buyer has to pay the full amount or full price. Number 9, when total value of the good cannot determine precisely, then it is not right to fix the profit rate in proportion to the national value. Mean that you cannot calculate precisely the cost of production, then a general rule cannot be applied to determine the profit of the Murahaba contract. So this was the basic condition of the Murahaba and introduction of the Murahaba. In the next uh, episode of the Murahaba part 2, we will discuss the various models of the Murahaba and the other rules regarding the Murahaba. Inshallah, we'll meet in the part 2 of this lecture. Allah Hafiz.